Have you ever found yourself soaring to the sky in a dream, weightless, untouchable, and completely free? Maybe you glided over mountains, floated above your city, or launched yourself into the clouds with ease. For a moment, gravity disappears. Fear dissolves. The world looks smaller, quieter, and you feel powerful. Flying dreams are some of the most unforgettable. They're often filled with wonder, excitement, and even peace. But not always. Sometimes, flying feels like you're escaping, desperately trying to get away from something below. Or maybe the flight is clumsy and unstable, leaving you anxious or unsure. So what does it mean when you dream about flying? Is your subconscious celebrating a new level of freedom in your life, rising above stress, conflict, or limitation? Or are you using flight as a way to avoid what you're not ready to face? In today's episode of What Dreams Mean, we're taking a deep dive into the hidden messages behind flying dreams. Whether you felt the thrill of soaring or the fear of falling, we'll uncover the psychological, spiritual, and cultural layers that make this one of the most powerful dreams you can experience. From symbols of liberation and personal growth, to signs of emotional avoidance or spiritual awakening, your dream flight might be telling you more than you think. Ready to find out what your flying dream is really about? Dream explanation: what flying dreams really means. Flying in a dream can be one of the most vivid and emotional experiences we have while sleeping. It often feels euphoric, like total freedom from constraints of the real world. But this dream is much more than a fantasy of escape or a replay of superhero movies. It's a symbolic message from your subconscious, packed with meaning, psychological and symbolic meaning. From a psychological point of view, flying often reflects a desire for freedom, control, or escape. When you're soaring high, it might mean you recently overcome something or are rising above a difficult situation. It can be a symbol of personal empowerment, confidence, or progress. However, not all flying dreams are smooth. If you're struggling to take off, flying too low, or feel unstable in the air, the dream might reflect self-doubt, fear of failure, or a lack of direction in waking life. You may feel like you're reaching for goals that feel out of your grasp, or like you're pretending to be confident while feeling insecure deep down. In some cases, flying can be about avoidance. If you're fleeing danger or rising away from people or problems, your mind might be trying to escape reality instead of confronting it. Spiritual or mystical interpretations. Spiritually, flying is often seen as a sign of higher consciousness, liberation of the soul, or spiritual awakening. Some believe flying dreams are moments of astral projection, where your spirit temporarily leaves the body during sleep. In this view, your flying dream might indicate that you're expanding your awareness, opening to new possibilities, or stepping into your higher self. The sky becomes a metaphor for limitless potential and your ability to rise above the material world. Flying upward may symbolize ascension and divine connection, while flying downward or falling can signal a need to return to your spiritual path. Some mystics also interpret flying dreams as signs that a message or transformation is coming, one that will challenge you to grow. Cultural interpretations. Across cultures, flying dreams hold deep symbolic meaning. In ancient Egyptian beliefs, the soul, or Ba, was said to travel outside the body during dreams, often flying to the afterlife or divine realms. A flying dream could represent your soul's journey. In some indigenous traditions, dreams of flying are thought to be spiritual visions, often connected to spirit animals or ancestors guiding you. In Western dream dictionaries, flying often represents ambition, desire for success, or rebellion against limitations. In Chinese culture, flying dreams might be interpreted as a sign of rising luck, social status, or personal breakthrough, but only if the flight is smooth. Whether it's psychology, spirituality, or cultural symbolism, one thing is clear: flying in dreams is never random. It's your mind's way of showing you where you are, emotionally, mentally, or even spiritually. Are you flying because you're free, or because you're trying to get away? Variations. What changes when you fly differently? Not all flying dreams are created equal. While the general idea of flight often points to freedom, confidence, or transformation, the specific way you fly, how you feel, and what's happening around you can change the entire meaning of a dream. Let's explore the most common variations and what they reveal. Flying smoothly and confidently. If you're soaring effortlessly through the sky, It likely symbolizes confidence, control, and a strong sense of personal freedom. You feel aligned with your goals and perhaps empowered in real life. This dream often comes after success, a breakthrough, or even during periods of self-discovery, struggling to take off or stay in the air. If you keep trying to fly but can't lift off, or you rise briefly and fall, it may reflect self-doubt or feeling held back. You might be trying to escape a situation but feel powerless or unprepared. Emotionally, this dream shows that you want to rise above something but haven't found the courage, clarity, or support yet. Flying to escape a threat. Flying away from danger suggests you're trying to avoid confrontation or run from something emotionally overwhelming. This variation is common when you're under pressure or trying to avoid responsibility. The dream shows how your mind chooses flight over fight. Literally, flying over familiar places. If you fly over your city, neighborhood, or workplace, it may symbolize your desire to rise above everyday pressures. You may be seeking a higher perspective on your current life or reflecting on how far you've come. It can also signal clarity about issues you've been too close to see clearly. Flying over water. Water often represents emotions. Flying over an ocean or lake might indicate that you're gaining control over deep emotional states or distancing yourself from intense feelings. Calm water suggests emotional peace. Turbulent waves can signal unresolved conflict you're keeping at a distance. Flying into space. Dreaming of flying into the stars or cosmos can represent expansion of consciousness, spiritual searching, or desire to escape earthly limits. It's a powerful metaphor for wanting more meaning, more adventure, or more purpose. Losing control while flying. If you're flying but spinning, crashing, or feeling like you might fall, this variation reflects instability, fear of losing control, or anxiety about success. You may feel like things are moving too fast in life, or that you're not prepared for what's coming. Flying with others. Flying alongside others, friends, family, or strangers, can reveal how you feel in relation to those people. Are you soaring together or leaving someone behind? This dynamic might mirror your real-life relationships, especially if someone is holding you back or lifting you up. Transforming while flying. If you turn into a bird, angel, or other flying being, your subconscious is likely expressing a deep desire for transformation or transcendence. This is common during periods of spiritual growth or major life transitions. Each of these variations offers a unique message. Flying is never just about flying. It's about how you rise, why you rise, and what you're trying to leave behind or reach for. The more attention you pay to the details, the closer you get to the truth your dream is revealing. Flying dreams can leave you feeling exhilarated, curious, or even shaken. But if they happen often or come in patterns, they may be your subconscious's way of nudging you to pay attention. These dreams are rich with insight, and decoding them can bring emotional clarity, personal growth, and spiritual alignment. Here's how to interpret and work with flying dreams in your waking life. Start with self-awareness. Ask yourself, how did I feel during the flight? The emotion in the dream is key. Joy or freedom. You may be experiencing or craving liberation, fear or chaos. You might be avoiding something or losing control. Peacefulness. Your spirit may be signaling emotional alignment or healing. Dreams reflect your current emotional state, sometimes more honestly than your conscious mind is willing to admit. Keep a dream journal. Write down every flying dream you have as soon as you wake up. Include how you flew, where you were, who was there, how you felt, what was happening in your life that day or week. Patterns will start to emerge. Are you flying every time you feel trapped in waking life? Do these dreams come when you're about to make a big decision? Journaling can turn flying dreams into a personal map. Look at what you're escaping or rising into. Are you avoiding responsibilities, toxic relationships, or emotional pain? Or are you breaking free from limitations, embracing growth, and seeking purpose? Flying can mean either. The key is awareness. Use the dream to ask, am I running away from something or stepping into who I'm becoming? Use the dream as a meditation tool. You can recreate your flying dream during meditation. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and visualize the scene. What were you escaping or embracing? What would happen if you stopped flying and landed, or flew higher? This practice can help you integrate the message of the dream into your conscious mind. Discuss or share your dreams. Talking about your flying dreams with someone you trust, or even a dream analyst, can bring deeper insight. Sometimes, hearing your own words aloud reveals truths you hadn't noticed. Sharing can also be healing, especially if your flying dreams are emotional or symbolic of trauma or change. Reflect on your desire for freedom. Often, flying dreams highlight a deep need for independence, autonomy, or emotional release. Maybe it's time to take a risk you've been avoiding, to leave something that weighs you down, or to claim the space and voice you denied yourself. Ask yourself, where in my life do I feel held back, and what would happen if I let go? Flying dreams remind us of one simple, powerful truth. You were never meant to stay grounded forever. Whether you're flying to escape, to evolve, or to explore, your dream is a call to rise. And that rising begins not in the clouds, but in your heart. Ending, let your dreams take you higher. Thanks for joining us on this journey through the skies of your subconscious. Flying dreams are more than just nighttime fantasies. They're messages, powerful, personal, and full of meaning. Whether you were soaring confidently, escaping a threat, or struggling to lift off, your dream reveals something vital. Your relationship with freedom, control, and transformation. It's about what lifts you and what holds you down. Have you ever had a flying dream that stuck with you? Maybe one that felt more real than waking life? Share your experience in the comments. What were you flying away from or toward? Your story might help someone else unlock the meaning of their own dream. And if these dream interpretations resonate with you, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to What Dreams Mean, and hit the bell so you never miss an episode. Every week, we dive into the mysteries of the mind, decoding your most powerful dream messages. Until next time, keep your head in the clouds, your feet on the ground, and your heart open to what your dreams are trying to show you. Because sometimes what happens in your sleep is the truth your soul is ready to speak. Sweet dreams.